Hey everyone, and welcome back again. Today, we're tackling a topic that can be a little confusing for many, the hymen. Throughout history, and even in some circles today, there are tons of myths floating around about this part of the female anatomy. But fear not. We're here to clear the air and learn some fascinating facts about the hymen. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's dive in. What is the hymen? The hymen isn't some mysterious gateway. It's actually a thin piece of tissue located at the opening of the vagina. It starts developing while you're still a tiny embryo and often covers part of the vaginal opening. As you grow and your body matures, the hymen naturally thins out and creates an opening. This opening allows for menstrual blood and vaginal discharge to flow freely, keeping things clean and healthy down there. Now, the hymen comes in all shapes and sizes, just like snowflakes. Some hymens might be crescent-shaped, while others might have smaller, multiple openings. In rare cases, a hymen might completely cover the vaginal opening, imperforate hymen. This isn't a cause for alarm, though. A simple procedure performed by a doctor can easily address this. Here's a cool fact. Some women might not even have a hymen at all. Everyone's body develops differently, and that's perfectly normal. The hymen's function. The exact purpose of the hymen remains a bit of a scientific mystery, similar to the appendix or wisdom teeth. Some theories suggest it might offer some protection from harmful bacteria during childhood. Think of it like a little security guard at the entrance, keeping things safe until your body fully develops. However, as you get older, the hymen becomes less important. Your body's natural defenses take over, and the hymen essentially becomes a quiet observer in the grand scheme of things. Hymen and sex. Alright, let's talk about sex. During penetrative sex, the hymen may stretch or tear, sometimes causing light bleeding for a day or two. This can vary greatly depending on the thickness and elasticity of the hymen. Some hymens are more flexible and might stretch easily, while others might be a bit tougher. But here's a key point to remember. Many other activities can cause the hymen to stretch or tear, including biking. Who knew that conquering those hills could involve some hymen action? The pressure and friction during vigorous cycling can definitely lead to stretching. Horseback riding. Similar to biking, the bouncing and friction experienced while riding a horse can cause the hymen to stretch or tear. Gymnastics. All those flips and splits? Yeah, they can definitely put some pressure on the hymen. Using tampons. Tampons are designed to comfortably fit inside the vagina, but the process of inserting and removing them can sometimes cause the hymen to stretch. Gynecological exams. Regular checkups with your doctor are important for women's health. During these exams, a doctor might gently insert tools to examine the vagina, which could lead to the hymen stretching or tearing slightly. Hymen and virginity. Debunking the myth. One of the biggest misconceptions floating around is that the hymen is a foolproof virginity test. This is simply not true, and here's why. Born this way, as mentioned earlier, some women are born without a hymen altogether. It's just a natural variation in human anatomy. Beyond sex, we talked about how activities like biking and gymnastics can cause the hymen to tear. Sex isn't the only culprit. The stretchy truth, the hymen isn't made of glass. It's actually quite elastic. Think of it like a stretchy condom. It can accommodate different sizes and may not always tear during sex. The presence or absence of an intact hymen tells you absolutely nothing about someone's sexual history. It's time we put this outdated myth to rest. So, what about pain during sex? Some people experience pain when the hymen stretches or tears, while others don't feel it at all. This can depend on various factors like hymenal elasticity. A more elastic hymen might stretch more easily with less discomfort. A less elastic hymen might require more lubrication and gentle pressure to minimize any potential pain. Comfort level. Feeling relaxed and comfortable during sex is crucial. Anxiety or nervousness can heighten your sensitivity and make any potential discomfort feel worse. Communication is key. Talking openly with your partner about your expectations and concerns is essential. Let them know if you're feeling nervous or unsure. A supportive and understanding partner will slow down, use lubrication, and prioritize your comfort throughout the experience. Open communication is key. Speaking of communication, it's truly the golden rule for a healthy and enjoyable sex life. Here are some tips to keep in mind. Be honest. Talk openly with your partner about your likes and dislikes. Don't be afraid to express your desires and boundaries. Ask questions. Feeling curious about something? Don't hesitate to ask your partner questions. Open communication helps clear up any confusion and fosters a sense of trust. Respect boundaries. Everyone has different comfort levels. Respect your partner's boundaries and communicate your own. Consent is sexy, so always make sure both partners are enthusiastically on board before proceeding. Focus on pleasure. Sex should be enjoyable for both partners. Don't get hung up on performance or perfection. Relax, explore, and have fun. The hymen is a normal part of the female anatomy. Understanding its function and debunking the myths surrounding it empowers you to make informed decisions about your body. Here are some key takeaways. The hymen is a thin piece of tissue at the vaginal opening. It comes in various shapes and sizes, and some women might not have one at all. The exact function of the hymen is unclear, but it might have played a protective role during childhood. Many activities besides sex can cause the hymen to stretch or tear. The presence or absence of an intact hymen cannot determine virginity. Pain during sex can vary depending on the hymen's elasticity, comfort level, and communication. Remember, communication and comfort are key to a healthy and enjoyable sex life. Don't be afraid to ask questions, express your needs, and prioritize your well-being. Thanks for joining us on this journey to unveil the hymen. If you have any questions about the hymen, women's health in general, or sexual health, feel free to leave them in the comments. We're here to create a safe space for open discussion. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative videos about your body and how to have healthy, fulfilling relationships.